Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at all three of these ZD Toys figures. They're all Iron Man, based on Iron Man 3. This is the House Party Protocol figures. This is Mark 21, Midas. This is Mark 17, Heartbreaker. And this is Mark 39. I forgot which one, the name of this. Is it? I forgot the name, yeah. But those are the three boxes on the back. Right there, all three of them. So, and then they all got flaps that opened up and magnetized. And here inside figure, and then inside figure. So let's get into them quickly. Alright, so I'm gonna start off with Midas, Mark 21, and as far as accessories, a bunch of hands right there, a base right there, and then flame effects, and then rockets, and that's it. That's everything. And here are all the hands. Basically just repulsor blast hands, two with holes in them for the effect pieces. And let's take a look at the figure itself. Now the figure it's pretty nice, but it's a little weird. I'll show you where the weird part is. It's on his face mask. Not sure how accurate this is, but and it might not be easy to see off on camera, because let's see if I could brighten up. Maybe it'll show a little bit better. There's two-tone. This is gold, the copper gold right there, and this is the orange. This is more of a copper color, and this is more of a gold color. So the top half of his face mask is different color than the bottom half of the face mask. It's just a little weird to me. You might not notice it from the camera, but in person you'll notice it, especially if you daytime where the sun is shining. Then you would notice it tremendously, the two-tone on his face mask, which I wasn't hoping that would happen, but if that's the case, then I guess that's how it is. But it just doesn't look that great to me. But overall the figure is nice. Paint job is nice. There's no not really paint bleeds or anything like that I notice it, but I didn't look at it too carefully. But here, two flaps that opens up on the back right here. And then as far as articulation, they're all pretty much the same, and they're all pretty restricted too, especially the head. You could barely look up. There's almost no movement whatsoever. You could turn side to side, but there's literally no looking up for this guy. And then this portion, sorry, let me zoom out a little bit. It's just too bright and too zoomed in, sorry. So this can extend up, and it gives you a little more range, but be careful, it might scratch the paint up here. So even if you want him to do flying pose, he's not going to be able to. Look at that, that is pretty weak. And the arms on ball joint, and they do extend out a little bit right there. And then shoulder pads, it's on a hinge joint. It can move out of the way for articulation purposes. So yeah, so that's good. And then there is bicep swivel right there, and double jointed elbows, and it's a ball jointed wrist. And that's about, yeah, top half, that's about it. And then legs can be lowered, raised about that much. It does hinder articulation because the piece right here, usually with Hot Toys, they would create a piece that move out of the way, and this piece will be able to move out of the way for articulation. But this one, it cannot. And then there's a little bit of thigh swivel, knee joint can bend about that much, and then ankle is ball joint, so a little bit of range for you right there. But for the most part, I think people are just gonna have them stand on display anyway, and maybe do a repulsor blast for this guy, and that's about it, because I don't see a lot of people posing this guy for not that you wouldn't want to, it's just he's not able to give you dynamic poses. He will not be able to do a landing pose. There's absolutely no way for him to do a good landing pose at all. Yeah, he's so restricted that yeah, he's not gonna do that many poses other than stand around, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this guy. But paint job is nice. In person, he looks a little bit better. It's just on camera, he's a little too yellow. Yeah, the white balance on my camera is just a little off today. I think it's because of the indoor lighting. So yeah. Alright, and as for Heartbreaker, hands, exactly the same amount of hands. 2 with holes in them for repulsor blast. And then there's the base, and then flame effects, and that's it. And here's the figure. This is the, I believe is the nicest of the 3. I just like the design of Heartbreaker. That's why I think he is pretty much the most popular from the House Party Protocol, I believe. And articulation wise, he's a little bit better than Mark 21. Midas. He can look up a little bit, but still not a lot. Shoulder pads, same thing, does move out of the way, and then the arms can extend out, just like the other figure. And bicep swivel, again, double jointed elbows, can be a little bit more than 90 degrees, and wrists are on ball joint. And then as for the torso is concerned, this can lift up as well, but range wise, not so much. He still will not be able to give you a nice flying pose. And same thing, lowering legs, again hindered right here. Don't expect him to do a dynamic poses. Little thigh swivel. Knee joint, it should be 2. Oh nope, just 1. Oh, almost went too far on this. So it can only give you about that much. It's only a single joint. And the ankles are on a ball joint, I believe, but again, very limited in range. So this figure 2 is mainly for standing and maybe doing a repulsor blast pose, and that's about it. He will not be able to give you a landing pose or any type of dynamic poses, so most likely he's just gonna be a background character as well on your display, if you do decide to get this guy. I wonder if CD Toys is gonna do all the House Party Protocol figures. It would be nice if they do, but I feel like they're all doing the same ones, like all the different companies are doing the same ones. Back then they were also doing Heartbreaker, Midas, and all the other ones, the popular ones, and then none of the miscellaneous ones that a lot of people might want, but won't be able to get because no one's making them. Alright, and here's Mark 39 Gemini. I just did a search on it on Google, and he comes with the same amount of hands, but he does come with an extra face mask, which does not have eyes on it, and 4 flame effects and a base. So you can see 2 with holes right here for the flame effects, and there's that dome. That's it, with no eyes there, you can see. Most likely I'm just gonna keep this face mask because this is the nice one and it has eyes, so I prefer this over the other one, definitely. But if you want to remove it, you could just pop this off and then you can see 2 pegs, and let me switch it out for you. So you just pop this on, and honestly I don't know if anyone would actually want this face mask on their figure. I think I would prefer him having eyes than this one. This one you can't see the eyes. I mean, there's cutouts of it, but yeah, I definitely prefer this face mask way more. So Gemini here, he is very limited as far as articulation. It's even worse than the other 2. So head movement, again, barely anything. The arms, they can extend out, and the shoulder pad does move out of the way for range of motion. And then again, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, ball jointed wrists, this does extend up. Oh, he has I think he has a little more. No, similar. And this is the issue. Oh, no, it does move out of the way. Okay, I thought it doesn't move out of the way. So his leg can spread apart a little bit more, and legs does come down. So I guess, no, actually the range is a little bit better than the other ones, I guess. There's wow, the knee pad sticks out so far up. And then ankle does have a, I don't know if it's a ball joint or a swivel joint, because I can barely move it. So that is that. So these two pieces does move out of the way, so that's good. He has a little more range than other figures actually. Initially I thought this guy it's far inferior because these two pieces will get in the way, because that one he could only spread legs about that far apart. But now that I know this piece does move out of the way, then you do get a little more range from this guy. A bigger spread, and legs can lift up. So yeah, that's good. So out of the three, I would have to say Heartbreaker is definitely my favorite of the three here, and then Gemini would be next, and then finally would be Mark 21 Midas. So let me have three of them all standing together. Alright, so let me give you a closer look at Heartbreaker. The paint job on Heartbreaker is really nice. It does look like a miniature Hot Toys. If you're not moving him, then he looks great. The paint job on is really nice. And here's Gemini. Paint job on it is just as good. And again, there's Midas. And here's the back side of all three. Heartbreaker is so interesting. Look at that. Those legs, especially those legs. And same with Gemini. He looks like he has a lot going on as well. So here's one last look, and I got these off eBay. I was able to talk the seller down, selling all three for about 120, so roughly about 40 each, and I'm happy with the price on these figures. And again, my favorite out of the three would be Heartbreaker. So if you're gonna get one, I would say go for Heartbreaker. And then Gemini is very interesting, so that one might be my second one. And then Midas would be the third. So there you have it. There's the CD Toys Iron Man from House Party Protocol, Mark 21. What is that? 39, and also Heartbreaker is 17. So there you go. Thanks for watching.